Have you ever looked in the mirror and felt older than you should? Not just physically tired, but emotionally drained, like something inside has been slowly fading for months. Most people blame stress, poor sleep, unhealthy food, or getting older. But scientists are beginning to uncover another hidden factor that may quietly affect how fast the body and mind break down over time. And that factor is loneliness. Not simply being alone for a few hours, but the deep emotional feeling of disconnection that makes a person feel unseen, emotionally distant, and cut off from meaningful human connection for long periods of time. Research suggests that chronic loneliness is not only an emotional experience, it may also influence physical health in ways many people never realize until the effects become impossible to ignore. Human beings were never designed to survive in emotional isolation. For thousands of years, our ancestors depended on tribes, families, and close communities to stay alive. Being separated from the group often meant danger or death. Because of this, the human brain evolved to treat isolation as a serious threat. Even today, your nervous system still carries those ancient survival instincts. When a person feels emotionally disconnected for long periods, the brain may react as though the body is under attack. Stress hormones, such as cortisol and adrenaline, begin flooding the system more often than they should. In short bursts, these chemicals help protect you during emergencies. They sharpen focus, increase awareness, and prepare the body to survive danger. But when emotional stress becomes constant, the body can remain trapped in a low-level fight-or-flight state for weeks, months, or even years. This constant stress response slowly begins affecting nearly every major system inside the body. Sleep becomes lighter and less restorative. Muscles stay tense. Digestion weakens. Energy levels drop. Some people notice headaches, stomach problems, fatigue, memory issues, or emotional numbness without understanding where it is coming from. Others experience anxiety, irritability, panic attacks, or mental exhaustion that never fully disappears. The body was built to handle temporary stress, not endless emotional isolation. Over time, carrying that invisible emotional weight every single day can slowly wear the body down from the inside. One of the most fascinating discoveries in modern biology involves tiny structures inside our cells called telomeres. These protective caps sit at the ends of DNA strands and help preserve genetic information as cells divide and repair the body. Scientists have found that chronic stress and emotional strain may accelerate the shortening of these telomeres, which is closely associated with the natural aging process. In simple terms, emotional pain may not stay trapped in the mind alone. It can slowly influence the body itself. Researchers are still studying exactly how strong this connection is, but many studies suggest that long-term loneliness can place measurable stress on the body at a biological level. What makes loneliness especially dangerous is that it often hides in plain sight. A person can be surrounded by coworkers, classmates, followers online, or even family members and still feel deeply alone. Emotional isolation is not always about physical distance. It is about the absence of genuine understanding, trust, and emotional safety. Someone may spend entire days talking to people without ever feeling truly heard. Over time, this emotional emptiness can slowly drain motivation, confidence, and hope. The mind begins expecting rejection, disappointment, or disconnection. Some people stop reaching out entirely because they assume nobody truly cares. Others bury themselves in work, entertainment, or endless scrolling just to avoid sitting alone with their own thoughts. Social media has made this problem even more complicated. People are more digitally connected than ever before, yet loneliness continues rising across all age groups. Endless scrolling creates the illusion of connection while often increasing feelings of comparison and emotional distance. A person can spend hours online watching others appear happy, successful, attractive, and socially fulfilled, while privately feeling more disconnected from their own life. The human brain does not fully recognize digital interaction as a complete replacement for real emotional connection. A notification cannot fully replace eye contact, physical presence, shared laughter, trust, or emotional vulnerability. Humans still crave real closeness at a biological level. Researchers studying loneliness have also observed links between chronic isolation and inflammation inside the body. Inflammation is a natural process the immune system uses to protect against injury and infection. But when inflammation becomes chronic, it may contribute to long-term health problems such as heart disease, diabetes, arthritis, and cognitive decline. Scientists believe that ongoing emotional stress may influence inflammatory activity in ways that slowly affect physical health over time. The brain itself may also be affected by prolonged isolation. Some studies suggest that loneliness can influence memory, concentration, emotional regulation, and mental clarity, particularly in older adults. People experiencing chronic loneliness sometimes report feeling mentally foggy, emotionally detached, or unable to focus for long periods. Isolation can also increase the risk of anxiety and depression, creating a cycle that becomes difficult to escape. The lonelier a person feels, the more emotionally exhausted they become, and the harder it may feel to reconnect with others. One of the most painful aspects of loneliness is that it often grows silently. Many people suffering from emotional isolation appear completely normal from the outside. They go to work, attend school, smile during conversations, and continue daily routines while privately feeling disconnected from everyone around them. Some people haven't experienced a truly honest emotional conversation in years. Others have forgotten what it feels like to feel genuinely safe around another human being. Emotional pain doesn't always announce itself loudly. Sometimes it appears as constant exhaustion, loss of motivation, emotional numbness, overthinking, or feeling emotionally distant even during social situations. But despite how heavy loneliness can feel, the human brain never completely loses its ability to heal through connection. The nervous system constantly adapts to the environment around it. Just as prolonged isolation can increase stress, meaningful human connection can help calm and regulate the body again. Even small moments of genuine interaction can have surprisingly powerful effects. A deep conversation with someone who listens without judgment, spending time with supportive friends, volunteering in a community, or reconnecting with family can help reduce feelings of isolation over time. Studies continue to show that strong social relationships are associated with better emotional resilience, lower stress levels, improved mental health, and even longer life expectancy. Human connection gives the brain signals of safety. It reminds the nervous system that survival no longer depends on constant alertness. When people feel emotionally supported, the body often responds positively. Sleep may improve, stress may decrease, emotional energy can slowly begin to return. Healing rarely happens overnight, but connection can become one of the most powerful protective factors for both mental and physical well-being. Modern life often pushes people towards isolation without them even realizing it. Long work hours, digital distractions, financial stress, and fast-paced routines can slowly weaken real relationships. Many people become so busy surviving daily life that they stop investing in emotional connection altogether. Yet no achievement, amount of money, or online validation can fully replace the human need for belonging. At the end of the day, people don't just need productivity or entertainment.